Micah Frankel for CageMinds.com. My guest at this time, Brenda Boom Gonzales. We've got a fight on Friday. You're cutting weight. You're going to Arizona. And you're fighting a tough opponent at the zoo. First off, how are you feeling?
Feeling good, feeling strong, and feeling hungry. So, ready to weigh in and fight on Friday.
So, moving back down, this is going to be a flyweight fight. What's the theory behind that? Why are you dropping back down? We know you've been fighting closer to bantamweight the last couple fights.
I felt I wasn't cutting too much weight to get to 135. My opponent probably gained an extra 15, probably close to 20 pounds by the time we fought. I was only gaining 7 pounds. Strength-wise, I did feel strong at 135. I do feel like I'm a bigger 125er, and it's been a couple years since I fought at 125, so I wanted to give it another shot, see how I feel, and like I said, so far, I feel great. I feel like I'm probably in the best shape I've ever been in.
So, are you doing anything different from when you used to cut weight, or is this just applying the same science, but it's been a while?
Same science, but it's been a while. Of course, I learned, more foods that I can eat, So I feel my diet, has gotten better, getting my runs in more. At 135, I felt I could cheat more. And 125, I just feel, leaner and meaner, I should say.
So, is the meaner from feeling better or the meaner from feeling hungrier?
Both. Both. Just, the weight cut, of course, is going to make you meaner. But I feel more dedicated, cutting to 125.
Coming off of a title fight and a 5-round fight, what were you able to take away from that last loss?
What was I able to take away?
Yeah, what were you able to take away from it?
I took that fight on, I think, maybe 12 days, 8 days notice. It was a title fight. I just saw the opportunity. I just saw, I was supposed to box that week before that whole card fell through, and I was still kind of, training, still like in fight mode, and I saw an opportunity for an MMA fight in Washington, and had coach check it out, and, we took it. 3 fights in 7 weeks is, takes a toll on you. So by the time the fight got here, I was a little lethargic, didn't really have no energy, very flat-footed. So, it is what it is. We went 5 rounds. I didn't do nothing in that fight, but got a little break, and I was able to get a full camp in for this fight, and, everything's done pretty good.
I was watching again the video from the last fight today, and it looked like in the first round, we could see some signs of you being you, and it kind of just went downhill. Was there like a wall? Did you just hit it and you didn't feel right, or you just couldn't find the groove that night?
Well, actually, day of weigh-ins, I woke up and, I wasn't feeling great. I was fighting a bladder infection, but, I was still pushing through, got the weight off. Fight night, I felt okay. I was warming up, and I felt like during warm-ups, I just, hit a wall, and I was like, oh, man. Once I got in the cage, I didn't have nothing in me at all. I remember at one point, I think I had her down. I was standing above her, and I couldn't even let my arms go. Everything was so heavy. I was just slow. I didn't have no energy in me, and, I just weathered the storm, and, she did what she had to do to get the W, and, I survived. But, yeah, it wasn't fun.
So was there any point when you're dealing with, how big she was, or was there any of that you're like, afterwards looking at it thinking, maybe I'm going to try 25 again, I'd like to have the size advantage?
Well, the fight before that, I felt strong at 135. That girl had an easy 15, 20 pounds on me. This time, I don't know, I like to fight. I like a rematch, of course, feeling at my 100%, it wasn't my night, but didn't go out there to pull out, because I'm sick or whatever, I just went out there to fight, and I tried to fight, and it just wasn't there.
So after that,
go ahead.
After that, how long did you take off to get those batteries recharged? What'd you do?
That was in October, and then I think maybe 3-4 weeks later, I got this opportunity to fight on the Shane Mosley card, and which was in January, and I thought, it's perfect time to take a little break, recoup and get a good camp in. So, I think this was probably my longest little break in between, which was 3 or 4 weeks. So I enjoyed my little time off to, recoup and, just live a little.
So a fight on a couple days' notice, how nice was it to get this opportunity for a camp and a full notice?
It was great. I think that fight I took in Washington on the last notice, and then the fight before, when I fought in Albuquerque for RFA, I think I had a total of 3 or 4 weeks of MMA camp for those fights. And from my last fight, which had been, a year and a half since I got injured, I just feel this camp, I got to just really, train and, slow stuff down, work on my technique with wrestling, my stand-up, my ground game. It was awesome to have the time to just train, and I had been training a lot of boxing, because I wanted to see how my arm felt before I started wrestling and stuff like that. So plenty of boxing training in. But like I say, this camp, I got the 6 weeks to just work on my whole game. So I enjoyed it.
So now, what are your thoughts on facing another tough veteran opponent, Lacy Schukman? What are your thoughts on her coming into this fight?
Lacy, she has 17 fights. She's fought for Invicta and a lot of other promotions. So she has the experience, and I'm excited. If you look at most of my opponents, they always have a lot more experience on me. So I'm excited. She's well known. It's going to be a good fight. She goes to fight.
And then let's talk about you're going to have this time, as we said last time, you were on the disadvantages. This time you'll be in the advantages. I believe you have a 3-inch height advantage, probably a reach advantage. We've seen Lacy make it all the way down to atom weight. So what are you going to do to use your advantages?
I feel I'm prepared for whatever she brings. Like I said, I've been working on my wrestling, everything, so I'm feel pretty confident for this fight, and I'm just gonna go fight my heart out. So leave it all in the cage.
On the Shane Mosley card, it's at the Phoenix Gym. It's at the zoo. What did you think when you heard that at first? It's at the zoo.
I didn't hear that till a few weeks later, but just being on a Shane Mosley card was, I was honored to be on that, and then I have 3 other teammates that are on the card, so that's always cool, to have your brothers or sisters fighting with you. I think it's going to be awesome. I know there's going to be a lot of celebrities there, it's Super Bowl weekend in Phoenix, so I'm excited and honored to be on this card.
And then for the team you guys all supporting? There's 3 of you guys fighting, so is there a big caravan going out there? Do you guys know? Is there a lot of support following?
I'm not sure. There's 4 of us on the card. It's actually we're allowed to have a few tickets, per fighter. But it sounds like a lot of it, or it sounds like it's a private event, for like celebrities and stuff. So they do have some tickets that are for sale, but they're like $250 a piece. So I don't think we'll have too many people, that'll get to watch us out there live, but it'll be cool. It'll be on a pay-per-view, so they can cheer us on that way.
And then, tell us about last weekend. You were part of an event. Tell us about that.
Timmy and I had a benefit in my hometown, Moriarty, enchilada dinner, comedy show, dance. We put on a little kids clinic before that. It was just, like a fundraiser to help us with our fight camps, and we want to start being able to do more for the kids in our community, in Moriarty, Torrance County. And, we just kind of wanted to get a feel for, how many kids would come out, and, we had a great turnout for the dinner and stuff. So I do want to thank all my family and friends that did come out and support us. It was pretty awesome to see how much people really do support us out here.
Gotta ask, did you and Timmy actually get up and do some comedy?
Well, when Timmy's on the dance floor, that's always comedy. But my cousin's boyfriend performed, and he's pretty funny. He's from up north, and he has a big following. So it was pretty cool to see him in person, and so he's a funny dude.
Well, I gotta thank you for the time. Who did you need to thank, Brenda?
My team, as always, the NHB, my sponsors, Family Sports Nutrition, Damage Control, Flying C, Redwood Company, Taverner's Towing, Signature Cut, Fine Source Plus, and Moriarty. They bend over backwards to help us, and we're blessed to have them in our corner. I want to thank all my family and friends, that have come and supported us, and well, I want to thank Holly, my friend Leah, who have helped me through this camp also. I know there's more. Just everybody that's been there, they know who they are. I just appreciate them and thank them for being there.
This Friday on pay-per-view, Shane Mosley presents Super Brawl. Brenda Boom Boom Gonzales and a lot of the fit NHB fighters are on the card. Everyone tune in. Thank you for the time, Brenda.
Thank you.